Hey guys, today I'm going to be going over aftercare for piercings and tattoos and how to keep the longevity of them and just overall care of your body mods, and as well as reviewing a product today that I got sent, and I will be doing that at the end. Now, I'm not a piercer or a tattoo artist or anything like that, so I guess I don't have the right to tell you to do these things, but these are things that I have found to do, and they are what my piercer and tattoo artist and la-di-da have told me to do, so I'm just letting you guys know because I know you guys ask me that question frequently. Also, side note, if you click the eye either here or here, I typically have videos in these little corners that are related, and if you click it, you will see my body modification playlist, and there you can see my septum piercing and FAQ about that, my tattoo. So if you want to see in detail what I did to do everything, click that little eye in the corner and in the description to see that full playlist. So to start with piercings and stretching your ears, because every time you stretch your ears, you want to treat that new stretch as a new piercing until it is healed. So piercings fall into that category of both piercings and stretches. So hopefully I don't have to tell you guys to not pierce yourselves and to be very clean and sterile. And if your piercer suggests something else, then do that if you feel comfortable, or if there's something differs a little bit. This isn't the only right way to clean or take care of your piercings and tattoos. This is just one way. So the first thing you're going to want to do is get a liter of Aquafina. I know that seems very specific, but my piercer is Verno, and he is in St. Paul. He's at the Holy Mackerel, and he says Aquafina. I forgot why. It has to do with, like, maybe there's not as many minerals or something. If you can't get Aquafina, that's fine. However, if you're already getting a liter, because it has to be a liter, of water, might as well get the Aquafina. This stuff is super cheap. It's maybe $1 for this whole bottle. So every liter of water, you're going to want to take 1 teaspoon of sea salt. Obviously, this is much different than table salt. You don't want to use it. You're going to want to go to the store and get sea salt. So you're going to take that teaspoon of sea salt and put it in this bottle and then shake it up. Pour some of this mixture into a cup. Microwave that cup so that way it's warm, and put in cotton rounds, and then put that cotton round on your piercing or whatever's going on your body. This is called sea salt soaking. This is very similar to the product called H2 Ocean. I've never used it, so I can't say yes or no on that product. However, I know this. It doesn't have anything else. You know the exact ingredients. It's water and sea salt. I don't know if H2 Ocean has any other things in it, so I personally don't know, so I don't know if it's trustworthy or not. But I do suggest sea salt soaking. So when you get your new piercing, you're going to want to be doing this twice a day for several weeks. It just depends on what piercing, and again, your piercer will tell you how long the healing period is. So you're going to want to be doing sea salt soaks twice a day for maybe 1 to 2 weeks, and then switch it to once a day. But I don't suggest doing it any more than twice a day, otherwise the salt will start to dry out your piercing, and that's just not good. You also don't have to do this with a new piercing. If your piercing's acting up, like when I had my cartilage, it'd sometimes flare up, you could do a sea salt soak just to help it, and it just is something that's never bad for your piercings, unless, like I said, you do too much, and if you use too much salt in your water mixture. So the nice thing about this is you have a mixture for however much liter of water. If you just take a cup of water and pour some sea salt in it, you don't know the ratio. That could be too less where it's not doing anything, or it could be too much and, like I said, dry out your piercing. So make sure you get the measurements right. So along with sea salt soaking, you're obviously going to want to clean your piercings. Again, depending on your piercings, differs on how much it cleans. Like when I got my septum pierced, I was informed not to clean it with like soap and water because your nasal area doesn't like to get water in it. Apart from your nose, and I don't know if there's any other exceptions, you're gonna want to clean it with soap. You want it to be mild, fragrance-free soap and no dyes in it or anything. You don't want to use like bright pink soap. I mean, maybe you could. I just would imagine just get the plainest, most like simple soap you can get. So now I'm going to move on to tattoos. I've only had 2 tattoos, so it's hard for me to speak. I've had like 7 piercings, so that's a little bit easier, plus all my stretches to talk about. But I'm going to tell you what I've done for both of my tattoos. So like I said, some of this does differ between tattoo artists and just personal preference, but this is what I did. So the last tattoo I got, I actually slept with my bandages on. Now some people say only leave on the bandages for an hour, and some people say sleep on it. I personally sleep with my bandages on. That's what my dad does, and he has like full body covered in tattoos, so that's just what I stuck to, and that's also what my tattoo artist told me to do. So after you take off the bandages, whether it be within several hours, you do want to leave it on for a couple of hours, or whether it be the next morning, you're going to want to take it off and just rinse off your tattoo, and obviously there's going to be dried blood. That's just normal. So you're going to want to rinse off your tattoo. Again, use mild fragrance-free soap. You don't want anything too abrasive. You don't want an exfoliator. Just gently clean off any blood or any excess gunk you have on your tattoo. Then the next day, so that would be 2 days after you get your tattoo, that's when you can start putting on things like moisturizers or ointments. I know people again differ. I wouldn't personally suggest like a heavy ointment, but something just like a light lotion, and obviously sunscreen if it's like on your arm and you're going out, because you in general want to sunscreen your tattoos, but especially during that healing period. Moisturizers can differ. I know my dad just uses like the Costco brand. I used, what is it called? Cetaphil. You're going to want to lotion your tattoos 1 to 2 times a day. It just depends on your preference. I would think twice a day actually for the first couple of weeks or however long it takes to heal again. You don't want to overdo it, because that way if you put on too much lotion, I think the pigment of the tattoo can get all messed up, but you also don't want it to dry out, because that's just not good for it. So I think that's it. I know this video might be pretty straightforward and like duh, if you got a piercing there will be obviously aftercare, but I get this question frequently, and so I thought I'd just make a video about it. So now to the exciting part. I'm going to be reviewing the Tatul. I have it in the box here. I just opened up the box, saw what it was, and closed it, and I thought I'd unbox it for you guys on camera and give you a mini review about it. And like I said, this is a sponsorship. Tatul reached out to me. I've never had a sponsor, I guess, a product sent to me before, so this is super exciting. So inside, I immediately see the little machine and one of the little blade thingies. I think it goes in. I shouldn't just assume. So let me explain what this is. This is called Tatul, and it's a tattoo brightening product. I know with tattoos, as they get older, you kind of have dry skin buildup and they just look faded, and this is a tool to kind of remove that dead skin and make your tattoo look new again. Not only does it come with the tool that's supposed to remove the dead skin cells, but it also comes with serum, and both of them together is supposed to brighten up your tattoo. This tool can only be used twice a month, so just keep that in mind. So some things that it comes with Tatul, obviously. It comes with a charger, because it is electronic, imagine that. Then it comes with 2 brightening heads, which are kind of the things you put on top to kind of put over your tattoo. There is one in fine and one in medium, and obviously the medium one's a little bit bigger. It also comes with some filters, which is going to be the stuff that's going to collect all the dead skin, and they're probably going to be all gross afterwards, so it comes with a bunch, so you can definitely use this product a lot with the kit that you get. It comes with a little serum, and oh my gosh, these are the little types of things that it's in little pods in the shape of hearts, and you like rip them open and pour it on. I love these little things. So it comes with a bunch of these little hearts. The last 2 products it comes with is this. This is like a pipe cleaner. This is called a cleaning brush, and they also give you a pair of tweezers, which is actually really nice to put in the filters, in the machine. So since I just opened it, I do not believe it comes charged. Let me see. I really don't think it will. Oh, it's charged. Okay, sweet. I thought I was gonna have to charge it. So when you go up, it's high speed, and when you go down, it's low speed. Obviously you can hear the difference. So first what you're going to want to do is take the tweezers they give you, and they are very fine pointed tweezers, and you're going to want to take one of these filters. Like I said, it comes with a lot, so this isn't like a product that comes with like one filter and then you have to buy a separate pack. It comes with quite a few, which is really nice. So what I'm doing here is I'm taking the filter and putting it inside and just pushing it to the bottom, so that way it's flat against the surface in the back. So that's what the tweezers are for. So then you pick the head you want. Again, like I said, there is medium and fine. I'm gonna start with fine just because, you know, I feel like you should start off like low and then eventually build it up. And I'll probably start on speed 1 just because, like I said, haven't used this before, so don't want to like freak my body out. So obviously this product is a tattoo brightening product. It works best with tattoos that have faded over the years and they just don't look as bright as they once were. Both of my tattoos have been touched up in October, so they're really not that faded because I was just like, what, 5 or 6 months ago? So I'm going to try this product on my ankle just to see if anything happens. I'm not expecting anything. And in that case, I'm going to try it on either my mom's or my stepdad's tattoos that are many years old, and I'm just going to show you kind of a before and after. But I thought I'd try it on my ankle tattoo since I have a tattoo and, you know, might as well try it anyways. So here's my foot. Here is my tattoo that I did get touched up. I'm not sure if you can see, it is a little smeary towards the edges, but overall it does look pretty new and fresh. But like I said, I'm gonna try this product anyways. So here's what the tattoo looks like up close. So I put on the, what is this, the fine head, and I'm going to put this down for a slower thing. Now what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to pull your skin taut. My ankle skin is pretty taut anyways when I go like this. So what I'm going to do is you do it in 3 different directions. So you put it on your skin and just pull. And it does not hurt at all. It just feels like, it really doesn't feel like anything. It's like a little mini vacuum. That's why it's like stuck to my skin. If you can hear that noise, it's just kind of like a little mini vacuum thing. So I'm gonna go that way, then I'm gonna go this way. They suggest you go in 3 different directions. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take one of these little capsules they give you. These little cute hearts, look at them, they're adorable. So now I'm going to take one of these cute little capsules and take the serum and put it on, they said liberally. Obviously this is a really small tattoo, so I probably don't need this whole little packet. But yeah, so now what this is going to do is it's just kind of moisturize, and they said you do not have to use a serum after you do the Tatul. However, they just suggested just to kind of moisturize your skin and keep it lively. Look at that. Isn't this cute? So there we go. I don't know if you can see a difference. Let's see. If there's a difference, then great. But like I said, I wasn't necessarily expecting one because my tattoo's pretty much new. So now I'm going to get my stepdad's tattoo over here and we're gonna try it on his and see what happens. So now I just thought I'd show you kind of cleaning out the filter to see what it's done. So with Ray, we used the medium width. So immediately I can tell that it did something. So here it is white, which is obviously the dead skin. So I'm just gonna brush that off. That is what this tool is for, just to clean, and I don't want to touch it because I know it's dead skin. And inside, if you can see, it's now white because the filter is, do you see all that dead skin? That's gross. That's like all of this. So if you can see, the filter is now completely covered with white stuff. But I might take actually a Q-tip and clean out inside because I don't want to look at that any more than you do. So I'll be back and I'm gonna clean this out. Okay, so I'm finally back. I just cleaned out the Tatul, and as you can see, the filter was completely covered in dead skin. I know that's gross, and I did check after I did my little bit of ankle, there was some like white stuff on the filter, which is obviously my dead skin, but since I did my whole stepdad's like half of his calf, obviously it built up and there was a lot of gross stuff in this little sucker. So as you can see in the photos, it's hard to tell because my stepdad does have obviously leg hair, and so that got in the way, but you can really see the difference in the details in the kind of blue clouds around it. It was hard because I didn't make like a single straight line to differentiate between, you know, the line isn't straight between what I used the Tatul on and what I didn't. So you really have to look at the far edges to see like the differences, if that makes sense. So if you look at the side with the boy, you can see that the clouds are very blue and pristine, and on the other side, the side near Jesus, the clouds are more smeary, and again it's hard to tell because of his leg hair and the camera angle and the lighting. I know it's a little off, but you can kind of overall see that there is an improvement. So obviously Tatul was sent to me as a product to review. This is my first product I've ever reviewed before, and I wouldn't have said yes if I didn't believe in what this product could do, and I know a lot of you guys out there have tattoos, and I honestly think this product will work for you. I will leave their website linked down below in case you're interested. It is tatulusa.com. That's tatulusa.com. So hopefully you guys like that little demonstration, and also hopefully this video helped you if you have a tattoo or piercing that needs helping. And like I said, this video was surrounded on how to sustain your piercings and tattoos as well, and that's why I included the Tatul, because I think it's a good tattoo tool. hence Tatul. So hopefully you guys like this video, and don't be worried if you see this kind of review and think that now I'm going to be, you know, just sponsored a lot and am all about that. That is definitely not what I'm trying to do to you guys. I know I definitely feared that, like, since I've never been like sponsored or had a product sent to me, I was like, okay, what does this mean? Like, I don't want to do it just because whatever. So I wasn't going to do it unless I actually believed in the product. So hopefully you guys see that this was trying to be genuine. And I guess some negatives of this product, I would be a little skeptical of the serum. At first I was like, oh, they probably just, you know, the Tatul, I mean, obviously you guys could see it removes dead skin, but you could just exfoliate, and the serum just is like, it makes it look brighter. But as I was doing my stepdad's calf, I could physically feel a difference between the two halves of his calf. One was definitely smooth, obviously the side I used the Tatul, and the other side just felt like regular skin. So it obviously is doing something, and as you see me cleaning out the filter, there's obviously stuff that it picked up. So thank you guys so much for watching, and let me know if you guys have any piercing or tattoo or body mod tips and tricks that other people can use, and even myself. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!